Hello everyone, this is Nicole, the Fierce Mompreneur. It is Wednesday. It is around 5:15 p.m. So if you caught the video earlier, I was taking my son to the hospital for an outpatient procedure that we have done multiple times this year due to him having airway reconstruction surgery, right? Well, as you can see, he's not in the car seat right now. Unfortunately, he had a hard time waking up from surgery, and this has happened the last 2 times, having a hard time waking up, but this time he wasn't able to keep his saturations up, so he is now admitted. So dad left around 2:30, closer to 3 o'clock, to run and do something because he had a 3:30 meeting, because honestly we thought we were going home after this. So I am now running to the house to get chargers. I make him a special blend formula because he is G-tube dependent. So I'm going home and getting that. Gonna take a quick shower, pick up some Chinese food. He had picked up some Popeyes. I didn't want any Popeyes. I want some shrimp egg fouillon. So I'm gonna go get that. And I found this cute place close to the house that I'm going to actually try for the first time. I was going to go to my usual Chinese spot, but I was like, no, that doesn't make sense because I need to get back to the hospital. So we'll be staying there. Hopefully it's a quick stay. Hopefully we are discharged tomorrow. He is doing fine. He is receiving oxygen, breathing treatments, antibiotics. He had a chest x-ray. It does show something brewing in the lungs. He's a preemie kid. He has premature lungs, so a little cold impacts my baby, so we're just hoping and praying for the best. I know God got us covered, so I'm really not too concerned. But I just wanted to discuss, this is why YouTube is so important to me. Not only do I get to talk to you guys, because dad is not listening. He's scrolling his phone. He's trying to figure out if he go to work tomorrow, am I going to be mad? Because I am the primary caregiver. I am mommy. And no matter what, my son only wants mommy when he is sick, which I understand. And I want to be around my baby when he's sick, because things can go for the worst. And I know him. Like, doctors and nurses be like, oh, what do you think? Because I know my baby. Shoot, we've been in this for the long run, but this is why I want YouTube as additional income. Don't get me wrong. My job is very understanding, but because FMLA, limited PTO, because you have to work so many hours a week to gain PTO, right? I am on an hourly job, so you have to work so many hours a week to gain PTO. Well, if I'm taking off all this time to take them to appointments and therapies and stuff like that, I don't really gain a lot of PTO. So today, yes, was a planned PTO, planned time off PTO day, because, he's supposed to have his procedure. Yesterday was not a planned PTO day. Tomorrow is not going to be a planned PTO day. So that right there is 16 hours of work that I have missed this week, so even though I have a job to go back to, but remember, when my checks are smaller, I still have to have my health insurance comes out, all those type of bills, payments, whatever, 403, 401, whatever, all that still comes out. So YouTube to me is, you just backing up like you don't see me? YouTube to me is going to provide that extra stream to be able to supplement the income on when I have to take time off, right? So that's truly why YouTube is so important to me, and why I want to grow. I see a lot of people talking about DoorDash, I believe. And I think her name comes from because she was like a DoorDasher recording content. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, she had an overnight success. She all of a sudden just blew up on YouTube. I'm going to be able to do that as well. But, when you look at her page, you see that she's been doing this consistently for a long time. That's why it's important for me to show up consistently. I'm taking you guys on my journey. Like I said, y'all even see what I deal with as a special needs mom or a medically complex mom, whatever you guys, term you want to use it. Here I am having to go back and forth to the hospital. This has been my life for the last 7 years. I also told y'all I'm on a dental journey. I'm turning 40 this year. I want to get braces. I've been putting it on the back burner for the longest. And I am going to start the process in January. I'm going to start the process. Also, you guys have been watching content, so I'm going to take you on that journey. We haven't started it yet, but I am going to take you guys on that journey as well. I am also in the process of not looking for our forever home, but looking for a larger space. And I'm kind of tired of being a homeowner, so I want to rent for a little bit. I want to be able to call the landlord and say, hey, can you come fix this? That's where I'm at right now. And yeah, that's what I want to do. And I'm taking y'all on the journey. Y'all been coming with me to look at different places. So I did have to cancel. I was supposed to look at a place today, and another realtor, she hit me up about looking at a place today as well. So I'm going to have to postpone. I already canceled one, so I'm going to have to postpone both of those. Not going to be able to do them right now. But I know God is working it all out. That's what I say. It's in his order, his timing. When he feels the need for me to move and be ready, I just got to be ready. And that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing myself financially. I'm not spending money, even though I'm finna go spend money on Chinese, but I really want Chinese. Today's been a stressful day. How my son was waking up for that from that therapy, from that anesthesia, oh God, it is so crazy. And they're calling it delirium. And I asked them, I said, hey, he used to never wake up like this from anesthesia, but the last 2 times have been, oh my God. And she was like, he's older now, he's understanding, because my son had his first surgery at 5 months. We've been in the OR at least 3 to 4 times a year. And never had a problem waking up. The last time he supposedly, my son is autistic. He's not violent. He's really considered high functioning. But child, we go back to the bag, and my son bucking, and he hit his tooth out, and they saying, oh, he tried to bite the nurse. But that's a whole nother story for a whole other day. Because I was just like, so did you go like that? And today he wasn't bucking or violent, but he just didn't want anyone to touch him. He's kind of considered nonverbal, because if you ask him questions, you might not get the correct answer. We're working on that in speech therapy, which I say we do twice a week. So we come a long way. We have come a long way. That's why I say, without God, baby, they told me my son would never walk, talk, know who I am, and be at the age of a 3-month-old for life. Baby, my son is walking, running. He does talk, he knows who I am. He knows mommy. He knows my name is Nicole. He knows his daddy's name. He knows his grandma. He knows his directions. He knows how to get to his Mimi's house, his grandma's house. Child, he is very smart, knows all his colors, ABCs. He is reading now. He is doing simple math. So, to any special needs moms out there watching, please never give up. Be your child's voice. Keep fighting for your child. And trust me, let God do his work. Let God do his work. Every time my son goes back to the hospital, he's like a little celebrity at this children's hospital, because child, they all know him and they know me, because mama don't play. And they be like, hey, oh my goodness, I can't believe how big he is. I used to be pushing him into the OR on his stroller, because he couldn't, even when he did start walking, he couldn't walk long distances, all this stuff. Now he be carrying his own backpack in there, because I be like, and I have him pack his stuff, teaching him independence and letting him know I'm there for you, but you still have to be independent, because baby, this world too, you gonna have to know. We're teaching him how to count money now, all that type of stuff. But my baby is in the hospital right now. He is watching Bluey. He's getting his food via G-Tube right now, because I had brought some with me, because usually after surgery, you could feed him. And I told him I was going to bring him a milkshake. So he loves Whataburger chocolate milkshake. So Whataburger, you know, hit me up, hit your girl hit your girl up, you know, a little endorsement, a little sponsorship, you know, let's work something out, right? But no, he loves their chocolate milkshakes and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm gonna get me some Chinese food. His dad, I'm probably gonna pick up some snacks and stuff so we can have a little bit of munchy food and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm about to go home, get myself together, and I'm gonna check in with you guys on my way to get the Chinese food and snacks. So I will holler at y'all. Y'all have a good one, and yeah, stay tuned, and make sure you guys go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and you know what else you can do? Share this video, please and thank you. Share the video, help me get to my goal. I'm not asking you to purchase anything. I'm not asking you to all I'm asking you is subscribe. I'm not asking you for none of your cash money. I'm just asking you to subscribe, share the channel, like, okay? Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. Just share it so I can get to 1,000 subscribers. This journey has been amazing. I love talking to y'all, but y'all, come on, help a girl out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Toodle. What is going on, everyone? So I went and changed clothes. You see what I call is my hospital hair. I got my little thing on to cover my ears because it be so cold. Put my wig up in a bun. Ooh, this sun is giving. Yeah, so I tried to call and order my Chinese food, and of course they ain't pick up the phone. So I'm heading there. I'm driving there. So now they're gonna waste my time because now I'm gonna have to wait. Sorry about that. I had to fix the phone. I'm gonna have to wait for them to get it ready, but I really do want some shrimp egg fouillon with some shrimp fried rice, and I want some spring rolls. Yep, that's it. I did also want some pizza, but that's because I'm about to stress eat. You hear me? I'm about to stress eat. So the place isn't that far away, and then after I leave there, I am going to go to Dollar Tree so I can go ahead and get some snacks and stuff, because I got homework to do tonight, so I'm gonna be up, so I might as well go ahead and get me some goobers. I love goobers. So I'll do that, and then of course get some drinks and stuff like that to have, and probably some chips so I can just have something salty. But yes, this is the life of where your second home is the hospital, okay? This is my cheat day. I'm gonna enjoy these carbs. I'm gonna enjoy this fattening food. Oh, and I have to stop and get my son a milkshake, like I said. So I have to do that as well. So I'll probably end up going to not the Dollar Tree I originally planned. Sir, you are on the highway, not driving. Go to the Dollar Tree that I originally planned to go to, because I don't want his milkshake to sit in the car for too long or melt and stuff. So, but it shouldn't be that bad. We'll see. The first stop is to go get this Chinese food. That is where the first stop. That's where I'm heading, to get the Chinese food, and then his milkshake, and then I will go to the Dollar Tree, I said, because it's kind of like all on the way. You know, you gotta have some smarts about it. But anyway, how is everyone doing? I'm up here talking. Comment below on how you're doing, how your day is going. Are y'all working on y'all goals for 2025? Can you believe it? We are like, 2025 is pretty much here, okay? I don't like to rush the end of the year, but I just feel like at this point, when November 1st hits, which is my birthday, but when November 1st hits, you start preparing for like Thanksgiving, Black Friday shopping, then after that, you start planning, you know, Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate during Christmas. Even if you don't celebrate, your kids are out of school. You know, it's just a lot that goes on these last couple of months of the year. And then I also always am mindful that it is a hard time of the year for many people, because they might be celebrating their first holiday without a loved one. You know, even if they're celebrating their 10th holiday without a loved one, it's still challenging, you know, for those who have buried children, for those who have buried parents and stuff. It is very challenging. You know, I always think about how my holidays would be with my daughter. And, you know, I lost her very early, you know, but I still, when I was pregnant with her, had plans of like, oh, I'm going to put her in dance. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So I still think of, you know, oh my goodness, my son would have a little sister. There'd be 2 kids opening gifts this Christmas. She would probably understand more and like be excited probably about the boxes and the wrapping paper. So I think about that as well. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know when I get to the Chinese store. So you guys, this is the Chinese place, China Dragon. I already ordered my food, and I'm going to go ahead and pay. They take Apple Pay. They told me about 15 minutes, so I'm walking back up. But y'all gotta stand outside to get your food. So this is something new to me. So I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. So I'm back in the car on my way to the hospital. I did change things up. I'm not going to Dollar Tree because I ended up getting a cookie and brownie from Whataburger while getting my son shake, because now it is 7:08. I feel like I have been away from the hospital long enough. But I got my laptop so I can do my homework and then work on some thumbnails. And I got food, cookie, brownie, something to drink, my son's milkshake. So I'm on my way back to the hospital. The doctor did call me. I love his ENT doctor. So she called me on my cell phone, and she basically let me know she'll come by in the morning at 6:30 because she has some other procedures to do, and we'll go from there to see, to probably have to do another chest x-ray, and any, like, to be honest with you, she knows me and she knows I can manage the rest from home, so she's not too concerned. I have oxygen at home. I have breathing treatments at home. You know, he done already pulled out his IV and stuff like that, child. He's a wild one. Okay. He like, let's go. I said, Mommy's going to bring you back a milkshake. So I got his milkshake. He's going to be so happy. Whataburger, what's up, boo? Whataburger, how you doing? Yes. So it's going to be, I already know I'm claiming it. I'm speaking it, believing it, and I know we're going to achieve it. He's going to be off oxygen tonight. We know he is fighting something and he's going to have to get over it, you know, but it's not going to be bad because he is such a fighter. He is such a fighter. Okay. So luckily I don't live far from the hospital right now. So, and this is a children's hospital, and I sit on the board at the hospital, so I'm very involved. Like, everyone knows me. And then the crazy part, the children's hospital is connected to the adult hospital. I work for the adult hospital. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, baby, when you make those connections. And I never really thought I would be, should I go this way? Ooh, go. Will I make this light? Oh, I made it. Okay. So I never thought, I've always worked in the non-profit sector and always did like politics and stuff like that. And after I had my son, I became very interested in the medical field. And my family always said, you're going to be on the medical field. You're going to be in the medical field. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And not as far as like in the medical field with insurance, like really dealing in helping make changes, like making sure patients are getting quality care at hospitals. So when my son was first born, I was like, oh, some things need to be changed. So I helped design the new NICU that's here. I was on like a parent committee or whatever, and gave a lot of input. So that was really good. I also, like I said, I sit on the Children's Hospital Family Board, which we meet and give a lot of input. And then I'm also on the NICU transitional to outpatient team, which is really good because we were in the hospital 11 months, and my son came home on a trach. He qualified for 24-hour nursing care. If you have home health care, you already know how that goes. That's a dang on nightmare. Some days you have it, some days you don't. I'm also a big advocate for what they have down here is a PPAC. If you qualify to get your child who is medically complex, that is a prescription prescribed daycare. So it's pretty much ran by nurses and CNAs and stuff. But it's a place so you can go to work. I had to go to work. I was like, I'm going to work. This is not going to hold us back. So I'm a big advocate in helping moms find resources. Well, not just moms, but families, but moms too. Because a lot of times in a special need household, the mom is carrying most of the weight. So I want to be able to help her. Like when I go to places and they be like, oh, I might not go get my hair done all the time. But I also was doing hair in college and stuff like that. So I can go ahead and hook something up to make it look a little presentable. I might not be the best. But I do take the time to go get my nails and toes done. And, I've always been an advocate for my son. But also making sure, because at one point, when we first came home, I lost myself. And then I didn't work from 2017 to 2019. And I was like, boom, something has to change. He was born in 2017. We were in September 2017. We stayed in the hospital until August 2018. I had quit my job like 2 weeks after I had him because he had coded. And I was like, nope, I need to be at this hospital bedside every day, making sure y'all doing what y'all need to do to make sure my son is good. So I quit. I was doing social media management on the side. And when he came home, like I said, I had him in therapies because he was so sensitive to being out in public. Like a therapy, we would do 2 a day, but I would have to have like 2 hours in between them just so he can rest. He would be exhausted. He had premature lungs. He was on a ventilator. He was on oxygen. I mean, when you saw us coming, you would hear beep, 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 beep. Like all the machines, the vent going, everything, child. But I made him, as much normalcy as possible. And then in 2019, I was like, okay, I looked at him. I said, Bubba, we're going to have to figure this out. Mommy has to go to work because mommy's got to get her mind right. I got to be mentally okay. I got to get around some adult interaction. And even though I love all my medical mamas, a lot of them were focused on negative depression. Like I was going to support groups and I left there sometimes feeling so damn defeated and like, it was just a complaint session. And I'm like, no, we're not going to complain. I get it. This is not the life you thought you were going to have, but we're also going to be able to count our blessings. So I was like, man, I got to go to work. So I found a daycare, a prescribed prescription daycare, and I told his pediatrician, because he goes to a special pediatrician, she was like, yeah, she was actually the medical director over the daycare I had picked. And I was like, oh, this is nothing but God. And she was like, he's going to be our miracle story. So he went to the daycare, and then the owner of the daycare happened to be in the same sorority as my mom. So it just was like God was laying everything out. So he went to the daycare. He ended up getting sick because, his immune system. So instead of just pulling him completely out, I went down to 2 days a week. I remember I had started working at my cousin's doctor's office because I knew she was the office manager. She could be flexible with me. And I went in there and I told him, I said, oh my goodness, I cannot work. My baby's sick. I don't know what's going on. They was like, hold on, chill, wait a minute. What days can you work? So I told him, I said, I can work Friday, Saturday, and Monday. And that's when I knew I had a nurse that was definitely going to show up. She was going to show up no matter what. And so they were like, bet, because most people were calling out on Fridays. No one wanted to work Saturday, even though for them that worked all week, it would be overtime, but nobody wanted to work because it was only like 4 to 5 hours on Saturday. And then Mondays, you know how people don't be coming to work on Mondays either. So they were like, shoot, you going to be guaranteed to come here? Boom, let's do it. So then as time went on, I start adding more days to his daycare. Everything just worked out perfectly fine. Then COVID hit, and I ended up getting a work from home job, so everything still was going fine. So I wasn't around as many people. When COVID first hit, there was like, if you had a medically complex child or anything, you could, that one of those employment protection programs they had out there, you could take a leave of work and get like 2/3 of your pay. So I ended up doing that, keeping him away from everything. I was only doing pickup orders. I wasn't doing anything. His dad is a truck driver, so it was just like, he not really around a lot of people like that. And I always made sure mask, you Lysol, your gloves, you know, keep yourself healthy or whatever, coming back around my son, right? So we got through that, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to look for something else, and I want to get back out. Like, working from home is great, don't get me wrong, but I needed some interaction mentally. I needed to have I don't want to say have a reason to get up and get dressed, but I like getting up looking cute. Like, I like that. So, and I like, you know, what we eating for lunch, like all the little, you know, things that you get when in an office or whatever. Even though right now I'm about to be working back from home come November, which is the holidays, I'm moving, so it's gonna work out fine. But I'll be like hybrid, so I can go back and forth into the office. So everything has worked out. Being at jobs that really understand what I'm going through. Like this year, you know, taking off that long time from June to August to make sure my son was okay. You know, last year I had to take a leave because I was pregnant with my daughter, and that was a whole trauma experience, which I'll have to fill y'all in on that another time. And that is why I'm so big on prenatal care, because of those type of things, you know. So I'm about to really get to the hospital in about 5 minutes. Y'all been on this ride with me. I appreciate y'all. That's what I was telling somebody else. I was like, child, YouTube is so therapeutic. Just getting in that camera, talking, going live, talking to people. Good people want to see you win. They want to see the best for you, you know. And I feel like the tribe I am building on YouTube, they really want to see the best for me. I have been so comfortable just explaining what my goals are, like my why on YouTube. You know, it's not just to, you know, get materialistic things. It's to really supplement my income right now because of, you know, being a mom. And I really think all moms should really try to start a YouTube. Even if, you know, you're not making 10K, which you could eventually make 10K. But just think about what an extra $1,500 to $2,500 can do for you. You know, your first check, it's got to be over $100. Boom, you do that. Go ahead, Mr. Smooth. He just walked across the street. You do that, and then your next check, $500. Then your next check, $700. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So then your next check is, you know, $1,000. Then $1,500, $2,500, and you never get to. It's always extra until you get to that point where you can solidify making it 6 months in a row. You know, make it straight 6 months in a row, 3 times your bills. You know, then if you want to quit your job, that's something you can look at doing. But yeah, ooh, sorry. But I do think it's something more people need to look into. look into starting a channel. Look into posting content. Slow and steady wins the race. Going live helps you get your watch hours. I'm going to be doing a lot of shorts this evening while I'm in the hospital, and tomorrow, since I'll be home, so I can go ahead and get these last 170 subscribers so I can go ahead and hit my goal before my birthday. Like by November 1st, I really want 1,000 subscribers. By Wednesday, which is today, I was supposed to have 906 subscribers. So I have like 870. So that's that 30 to 130. So I'm gonna go and do some YouTube shorts. Like I said, I have my hours, but I'm really working towards something, and I want to help other women too. You know, I'm subscribing to people's channels. I'm watching your videos. I'm making sure I don't skip through the ads. I watch the ads. I like the videos. I need to do better with sharing them, which I'll probably go ahead and get my Twitter back up and really go ahead and start just sharing people's content on my Twitter page. The reason I don't share it on Facebook is because, to be honest with you, I don't think people, unless they're really interested, are gonna go look at it. My Facebook funny. Like, I think everybody realized that about their Facebook. But Twitter, if you use the right hashtags, people will at least click on the link, and, you know, YouTube will see, oh, somebody clicked on it, you know, but you do want them to watch, you know, your click to view, all the analytics. And that's something I'm learning too, these analytics on YouTube, which I really do like because they go detailed. I don't think any other platform, and y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, does any other platform go as detailed as YouTube with the analytics? Baby, they be on it. I'm like, dang, okay, YouTube, okay. But y'all, I'm gonna update y'all tomorrow to let y'all know if we are discharged. Okay, yes, we already know it's gonna happen, but if it doesn't, there's a reason in the season, and we okay with it, baby. No stressing over here. Too blessed to be stressed. God's plan, okay? Maybe he don't want them to go home for a reason, child, but we'll figure it out. But I know God got us. That's what I do know. That is what I do know, okay? And when you know that, good things will continue to happen. Good things will continue to happen. So y'all have a good night. Please make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and I'm also gonna let y'all know how my Chinese food is. Yes. Y'all have a good one. Bye.